You're listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson, episode 190. Hey there, you're listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast. My name is Angela Henderson, and on this show, we talk about improving your business, life, or both by having amazing and rich conversations with brilliant guests who will inspire you and who will give you tips and tricks to help you grow both in life and in business. Well, hey there, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. I am your host, Ange, from Angela Henderson Consulting, where I'm an international award-winning business consultant and coach who has helped thousands of amazing women business owners get all the pieces in place to have consistent 4- and 5-figure months and then on to 6- and 7+ figure years without burning out in the process. Today is just a solo episode, just you and I talking about something super important. That topic, 7 mindset blocks that are keeping you broke. And I don't know about you, but I sure the hell don't want to be broke. I'm more of a let's make every day a payday kind of girl. Let's be honest. We hold ourselves back more than we might like to admit or even realize. And regardless of where we're at in business, startup phase, growth phase, or the scale phase, when you are in any phase, we will always still have setbacks with our mindset. But the reality is you can never stop working on your mindset. 11 years of being in business, and I'm here to tell you, I have to consciously work on my mindset consistently, daily. But yet so many people will avoid working on their mindset because they're chasing the next transaction, chasing the next dollar. I'm telling you, it's a one-road ticket to burnout. I mean, I get it. Personal growth, aka working on your mindset to avoid you being broke, is slightly misleading because it sounds like it's going to be fun. But if we called it deliberately making yourself so uncomfortable, it will feel like you're dying, then nobody would do it and would be totally fucked. But let me repeat, working on your mindset is imperative so you don't end up broke. It's going to get messy. There's going to be tears, lots of tears. And like snot all over tissue type of tears. But you need it. I want you to stop for a minute and listen closely to what I'm about to share with you. Your external world is a direct reflection of your internal world. Let me repeat that. Your external world is a direct reflection of your internal world. So for example, if your home is chaos, guess what? You've got some internal work to do. If your bank account isn't reflecting what you want it to be, you got some internal work to do. Or if you want to have this amazing business revenue every month hitting 10K, 50K, 75K, or 100K plus months, it can be hard to follow through and make this a reality if your mindset isn't in the right place. When your mindset is skeptical, critical, or untrusting, it's going to be that much harder to make your goals a reality. To reach your goals that you've been wanting for so many years, it's time to take a look at your current mindset and see where you might be holding yourself back, where you might be making yourself broke. You see, the mind is a complex place, and often we don't even realize the thoughts that we're thinking. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts every day, and we can't possibly be conscious of all of them, especially when they last for just a split second. In order to identify your current mindset, you have to become aware of the repeating thoughts that pop into your head on a daily basis, a constant basis. You see, after supporting thousands of women around the world in their businesses and the role of their business consultant, I have found that there are 7 major mindset blocks that I see come up for women that are holding them back and keeping them broke. So sit back and listen to these 7 major mindset blocks that are keeping you broke. And really be honest with yourself about which ones are coming up for you. This isn't about you feeling bad or feeling shamed or anything like that, but rather this is an opportunity for you to be true to yourself, to reflect and identify your current mindset, and then be proactive and make changes for where you want to go. Because again, remember, your life is your responsibility. So the 7 mindset blocks that I've seen over the last 11+ years of being in business is mindset Major mindset block number 1 is self-trust. Women struggle with self-trust. You might be thinking, and what's the definition of self-trust? This is a belief in yourself, your growth, and your integrity. The second major mindset block that I see is self-love. The sense of one's own value or worth as a person. The third major mindset block that I see is worthiness, the quality of being good enough. The fourth mindset block that I see is money stories or money blocks. These are the negative subconscious beliefs about money that limit you from achieving your success and your desires. The fifth major mindset block that I see is obsessive thinking, which is a series of thoughts that typically reoccur, often paired with negative judgments. The sixth major mindset block that I see is divine timing, the belief that everything in our life happens at exactly the right moment. And the seventh major mindset block that I see is imposter syndrome, which refers to believing that you are not as competent as others perceive you to be. Let me repeat those: self-trust, self-love, worthiness, money story blocks, obsessive thinking, divine timing, and imposter syndrome. Out of the 7, how many genuinely came up for you? How are you feeling about speaking the truth behind these? Now you might be thinking, well, this is great, Ange, but what the fuck do I do to overcome these mindset blocks? Because I don't want to be broke. I want to make every day a payday. Good news is you've already done step 1, which was to identify which of the 7 major mindset blocks I mentioned are reoccurring in your world through these consistent thoughts and our patterns. The second step is to actively find ways to keep going one step at a time. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. And as I mentioned earlier, mindset work is ongoing. So you might look, this could look like, again, is like actively finding ways to keep you going, right? The third step is you could listen to podcasts, read books, journal. But in my experience, this is very surface level. And yes, this will help with the mindset blocks and that constant thought processing you have. But if you really want to get to the root of what's going on with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these major mindset blocks, I would highly recommend that you work with a mindset coach who is trained around this, work with a hypnotherapist or a healer who can truly get you to that next level thinking and really start changing these thought processes. I personally have worked with a mindset coach, hypnotherapist, and healer, and I can tell you that it's no coincidence that in the last year, my revenue increased by $300,000. Again, mindset work is something you work on daily in order to avoid being broke. As I say often in these podcasts, because I don't have hours to go into depth about everything that is holding you back, I've created a live 1-hour masterclass so we can dig deeper on this. This masterclass is happening on February 16th and 17th, and it's called Go From No Leads to Nonstop Sales with these 3 simple steps. And this mindset work is included in this. No big launches, no complicated systems, no stress naps, just this 3-step sales strategy that's already helped hundreds of entrepreneurs, women and business owners like you make consistent sales and skyrocket your profits. In this 1-hour masterclass, you're going to walk away with, and you'll know the one thing you can do right now to make more sales in your biz. What's secretly holding you back from bringing in the consistent cash flow and how to stop it. 3, the most important thing to focus your energy on to see the results fast. 4, the 4-word mantra that will change your business and marketing and sales strategy forever. And 5, how to use my 3S framework to simplify your sales process and make money every damn day. Spots are limited because I prefer smaller, intimate groups of women. So to secure your spot for this epic 1-hour live masterclass with me, simply head to angelahenderson.com.au, and at the very top of the website, there will be a button there to sign up to secure your spot. If you're having trouble finding it, send me a DM over on Instagram at Angela Henderson Consulting, or send me an email at info@angelahenderson.com.au. But again, you're going to want to secure your spot for this epic 1-hour masterclass where we're going to go deeper into this mindset blocks and also share with you those things that I've mentioned above. Again, head to angelahenderson.com.au to secure your spot. I can tell you hand on heart that I've helped hundreds of people go through this live training and they fucking love it. And they leave with clarity, feeling energized and ready to kick ass. So if this is you, and also you don't want to be broke, I encourage you to join us. And before I sign off, I hope that you found this episode super helpful by looking at those 7 major mindset blocks that are potentially keeping you broke and what steps to take to go forward. Remember, my team and I will be putting together the show notes for this episode at angelahenderson.com.au. Have a fabulous day, you amazing human. And I not only look forward to you joining me in my live masterclass next February 16th and 17th by securing your spot at my website, angelahenderson.com.au, but I also look forward to you joining me next week for another awesome episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. Have an awesome day. Thanks for listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson. www.angelahenderson.com.au